Once again, here's the design we're looking to create. What's great about this view is that it uses mostly UI elements we've seen before. In order to prevent the number of complex layouts from growing explosively, we're going to take advantage of 3 Android layout features. The first one we've seen before. The only difference between a forecast list item on the phone and on the tablets is padding and margins around the list items. Fortunately, it's easy to add this to the forecast list. We can use dimensions to give the same layout more space in tablet layouts. In forecast list item layout, we can add a padding dimension to the outer layout. We use padding here instead of margin because we just want the contents inset. If we used margin, the row selector wouldn't be drawn across the entire list item. We also use a different dimension for the space between the 2 temperatures. Note that we used both right and end to make sure this layout is ready for right to left mirroring. So then in our resources file, we create a dimension that updates the extra padding and the space between the 2 temperatures, and that layout is updated. I'm using SW600DP-port, which means that these changes will only be applied on portrait orientation with devices that have 2 sides with at least a width of 600 dp. The second thing we take advantage of is layout reuse using the include tag. We can see that our portrait and landscape detail fragment use the same views. The fragment detail view contains these included layouts already. Note that we can assign new layout parameters when we include the layout. We're not using this in Sunshine, but we can avoid adding an extra container when we include the layout by using the merge tag in the layout to be included. Finally, we're going to continue to make use of refs. Refs allow us to make aliases for resources. As you can see, in tablet landscape mode, the detail view should point to a vertical version of the view. We're going to create a ref that points to fragment detail start and make sure that it points the correct detail fragment for all configurations. This will come in handy in the next lecture.